and make a presentation to him. We're glad to have Judge Brent Craig with us today, and it's better to see him today than tomorrow. Believe me. And I've known Brent for a while. I can't say that we're compatriots, but we have served the Lord together. And I've known of him for a while, and he's had a very God-blessed career in the judicial system in Morgan County, and continues so. And you pray for him, pray for all of our folks who are on the bar in that kind of situation. They need our help, they need God's wisdom. They seek it, I know. I met Brent when I was the Assistant Director of Missions for Morgan County Baptist Association. He was an invaluable help and assistant to them during times when they had legal questions or if they needed guidance on various decisions and things like that. So he was just a helpful person and served the Lord in many capacities there. Brent, let me get you to come up here for just a moment. Danny's going to sing here in just a minute, and we're going to turn you loose right after him. But I'd like to make a presentation to the Gideon's International this morning, and pray that God will bless you as you speak to us, but bless this offering and use it for God's kingdom today. So I look forward to hearing you. Danny, if you would come and sing. God bless you, brother. If you're not, there are many things that the Walnut Grove Baptist Church does. You may only be familiar with a part of it. If you don't attend, we start back Wednesday night. We've been in winter hiatus. Been so much snow, we just couldn't make it. But we're starting back Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, having prayer time and Bible study. And if you're not a part of that, then you may not count that as one of the things that our church does, and you may not even know what we do there. But let me tell you, getting together as a church to pray together is probably one of the most important things we do. Now, you may think there's other things that you feel like, well, this is important. You may even think there are things that are important that we don't do at all. But let me assure you that talking to God and praying is one of the most important things a church can do together. We do that on Wednesday night. If you don't attend church on Sunday night, you may not think of that as one of the things that our church does. But there are things we do on Sunday night that are always different than what we do at any other time, and it is a part of what we do. I think of Sunday night as that time. It hasn't happened recently, but that's the time when we're just sitting here and just absolute total strangers come in and sit on the back row, and we don't know who they are, or if they're armed and dangerous, or what it is. I'm not saying that scare you. We haven't had any trouble at all. But God seems to want to bring people in. They're evidently out driving around on Sunday night looking for something, and they come and pop in on us, and then we let them in. So there are many things that our church does. As a matter of fact, I believe you can come down here a lot of times during the week. I came by and did some of my pastor things yesterday, and I found one of our church members here working, doing things around the church and helping out. And I believe you can do that on several days during the week. There are lots of things. Now, I don't know if you really think, if someone says, what does your church do for the Lord? You might not even list the Gideon ministry, but let me tell you what, it's one of the most, again, another one of those really important things that we're a part of. When we decide that we're going to support the Gideon ministry and Bible distribution, that connects us with an organization that to me is one of the most successful and God-blessed Christian evangelistic arms that the world has ever known. Distributing the Word of God to more people than any other church or organization that I know of. And every time, and I assume it'll be the same or similar today, every time a Gideon comes to our church, they say, you know what? We now have the Bible translated in more languages than we've ever had it before. We distributed more last year than we did the year before. And our ministry is growing. More people need the Bible, and we're giving the Bible to more people. It's hard to beat an organization like that. You and I are a part of that. We contribute, as I just did, to the Gideon ministry out of our budget, which means if you put anything in the offering plate this morning, or last Sunday, or the Sunday before, or next Sunday, you're a part of that gift that was given today. And so this is a part, an important part of who we are. One thing that Walnut Grove Baptist Church does is that we're involved in helping a group who is sending the Word of God to everybody around the world. All right, Danny, you share with us, and then Brent, come and share with us today what God's laid on your heart.